Hello, dividend executives. Welcome back. It is Monday, so you already know we are trading options, reviewing our plays from last week, and taking a look at what options we have going into this week. Of course, last week, the cash secured puts expired wordless. They went exactly how we wanted them, and up and to the right, we continue to go. We're at, I think, episode 25 as we continue this journey towards $50,000 in the mini account. So far, it is going really well. We're back to cash. We wheeled out of another stock this month, and we're up for the day. So for the day, we're pretty much flat. For the week, we're up $154. For the month, we're up $751. Year to date, we're up 35% or 4,656. 1 year, we're up 89%. And then all time over the last 2 years since we opened this account and when Robinhood enabled options in the IRA, we are up 127% or 9,901. Really, if everything keeps going this way, we will be up $10,000 in this mini account, probably at the end of next week or by the end of this month, as long as we continue to ride the cash secured put wave. So let's look at what we got. Buying power 778 as of right now. Let's take a look at the plays that expired worthless last week. We had some mstx puts. Those all expired worthless. We got paid $105, and as you can see, those expired worthless, so we kept all the premium there. We had some mstu puts that are in 0.05 increments. We sold those for $15. They expired worthless, so we kept and collected all the $15 there. And speaking of MSTU, while we're in here, it is time to make a little bit of play on this one. This one's red. We're going to be selling a put here. Let's sell it at the 6. It's only $5. I get that, but still, it's still an extra $5 in the account. And boom, just like that, there's an extra $5 that we'll be adding there. And let me just make sure everything filled. Yep, filled. So everything's good to go there. So we used up some of the buying power. We have another play on the table, and that adds to the amount of money that we are making here. So let's look at what we have. I made some trades this morning. The market, well, soxl was a little bit red, and I said, you know what? It's time to sell some soxl puts. So let's take a look at the plays we made. We're up 25% on the play as of right now. The delta on this is 0.05, so super safe, and that's because we've had a nice little run up today. And we got paid $120. So right after market open, about 13 minutes after, I ended up selling 10 contracts at the $12 each. Really good delta. We got paid $120 there, which is right around the goal, right? If we can get that $100 a week, $120 a week, then we're hitting our goal every single week. So that's where we're sitting there. We got to pay $120 there, plus the $5 we just made. So that's $125 for the week, which is not bad for this portfolio. Super low delta. soxl is currently sitting at, let's just see, currently sitting about 21. So we have to have a huge pullback in order to get there. If we look at the monthly chart, we were back in the 17s. Yeah, back early June, so about 20 days ago. But I'm feeling pretty confident here. This one has paid some really good premiums in my other accounts. It's been really fun to wheel and deal in and out of. I've been wheeling this one for about 2.5 years in my other accounts, and I like it. So we're up $30 there. The MSTU is going to be looking good there. $900 worth of total contributions for the year, and buying power 133, up 127% in the account. I do want to take the journey, right? So when we started this journey back in December, we were around the $10,000 mark. All we've done is we kept it super simple. And if you follow along with the journey or the series, then you know that's all we've done. Cash secured puts, covered calls, rinse, repeat. And the goal is to get this to 50,000. It's probably going to take about 4 years. If we continue on the crazy trajectory we're on right now, I mean, sky's the limit. We could get this done in half the amount of time. You'll see it here first, but we're just going to keep it simple. We're going to keep trading. So we knocked off the $17,000 goal. We're now up to the $18,000 goal. And so we've reset. We're about 68% of the way to the 18,000, and then onward and upward towards the 20, 30, 40, and then 50K goal. So that's where we're sitting. We've just slowly been checking off the marks. I like to break them down by the thousands. So once we hit 18,000, we'll set our eyes on 19, and then we'll set our eyes on 20, and we'll just keep banging it out each and every single week. So there's the graphic for you. You know I like to keep it clear there. This is every single trade that we've made this entire year. I have to obviously enter the MSTU put here. We don't have that in, but you can see last week the MSTX and MSTU expired worthless, and then the week before that we wheeled out of TSLL. Where's our money coming from this year? Well, $4,335 worth of option premium, most of it selling MSTX. We wheeled a little bit of there, so we got some call premium, but lots of puts on MSTX. I love that one. And it's paid really well. TSLL up there, and then now we are bringing soxl into the game, and we're going to trade that one a little bit. Potentially maybe Hood if that one keeps coming down into the 60s, but we'll see. Has a nice red day today, about down 2%, but we shall see. So here's where we are for the year. $4,335. We're averaging $756 a month as of right now. We've had a little bit of wheel wins, a little bit of wheel losses, but for the most part, we are just playing the premium game, not the cap appreciation game, right? So we're at 555 as of right now for June. Last month, 554. So a lot of consistency that you're seeing here. And we still have 1 week left. And why I say 1 week is because we still have this Friday coming up on the 27th, and we still have the 30th of this month as well, which is Monday. So whether I let them expire worth this or I roll on Friday, we're going to get another trade in this month. So we're probably looking around that 620 to 660 range is what I'm guessing for the month of June. When we compare it to last year, we had 220 last year in the account. So we're 335 over that. You can see that here pretty clearly. 555 this year. 220 was last year, and slowly but surely we go up and to the right. When we look at our 3% base case goal, this is how we're looking. Honestly, really, really good. I have us ending, if we hit the base case at 14,470, we're obviously absolutely destroying that. And so we're $137 over our goal for this month, and we still have another 100 or so to get. And we are, we're all the way to November of 2025. So, I mean, we've almost hit the entire year's goal here in the first half of the year, which is nice to see. Currently sitting around that 17,700-ish mark. And yeah, really, really good. So we love to see that. The goal this month was $417. And we're obviously sitting at 555. So here's where the money's come in. Slow, consistent, steady. First week, 161. Second week, 154. Third week, 120. This week, as you saw, I just did another 120 plus the 5, so that'll get updated later, but 125 this week, and then on the 30th or potentially this week, we'll get some more income coming in. Let's look at the numbers. How are we looking at the numbers? Well, the goal this year was $5,143 when it comes to annual income. We only have $808 left to get that done, so we're 84.28% of the way to our annual goal. And yeah, you heard that right. It is halfway through the year and we're already 84% of the way to our annual goal. Potential balance puts us on the base case at $18,184. We're already 97.22% of the way to that. Only $1,200 to go, which if we keep averaging about 100, 120 a week, we're looking at probably 10 weeks to get that done. So it's possible to get that done by the end of the summer. And then we obviously destroyed our month ago, which we love to see. We're going to fall a little bit behind on Q2 versus Q1. And that's mostly because we're trading less calls. And calls, there's just a little bit more juice to the premium. But obviously the account bounces around like crazy. So that's where we're sitting for the account. That's the update for this week. Willin, Dylan, up and to the right. You guys know how we do it. Slowly but surely. The goal is, as always, up and to the right. And we are doing that through cash secure puts. So appreciate everybody as always. Don't forget to drop a like or a comment, and we'll catch you next time. Happy investing.